What's going on, y'all? It's me, your boy AJ Red. I'm back again with another episode of the AJ Red Show, and one of the main topics tonight is going to be Rocky Bivens. And he was cheating in the next room with some woman over there, I think in the airport. It's going to be that and a couple of more things we're going to talk about. So y'all come on over here and let's get this shit started. It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Look, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Y'all ready to get into this next topic? Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's me, your boy AJ Red, your friend, your cousin, your homie, your neighbor, maybe even my coworker if I fuck with you like that, or if you fucks with me like that. Listen, I'm back again with another episode of the AJ Red Show, and today we have a couple of hot topics that I wanted to discuss with you all and see what you guys thought about it. But before I get into those topics, please, if this is your first video, or if you have not already, go ahead now and hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button so that ensures when I upload these videos, you will be one of the first ones to see them. You will be one of the first ones to comment on them, and you will be one of the first ones to also share it with somebody else. So make sure to share these videos with somebody else, okay? And also make sure to hit that thumbs up button, that's the like button. And also drop down in the comments and tell me what you thought about the video overall and the topics in which I spoke of. So with all the pleasantries and shit out the way, let's get straight into it. So one of the main things on the plate tonight on the menu is, and I want to get straight to it because I know y'all messing and y'all want to hear a bitch straight talk about the mess and dig into a bitch real quick. I got that for y'all, but first we're going to start off with, I was about to say a little prayer, like I was in the pulpit about to be given the motherfucking welcome or something at the church. But yeah, we're going to start off with Rocky Bivens and him being caught with this woman over there, I think in an airport somewhere. And from the looks of it, you know, of course y'all know Rocky was, and this is the husband of Latocha Scott. That is former member of Escape. I'm gonna say former member because she ain't with him. They performing now and touring as a motherfucking trio, and she out there doing her own album, which, you know, flopped. But from knowing that information from, I think last year, he was in the caught in the airport or somewhere, maybe a casino with a young lady in Vegas. And from the looks of that picture and the one I see now, like even a side snap or even the video I've watched of Rocky Bivens and this woman again, I'm gonna say again because it looks like the same woman. And I'm just trying to figure out what in the fuck Rocky doing over there in the airport with a woman that don't look nothing like Latocha Scott. Because the woman had ass, so y'all knew it wasn't Latocha. The hair wasn't blind, so y'all knew it wasn't Latocha. And from the looks of it, them cheeks wasn't full and thick like Latocha's. So we all knew that was not Latocha that Rocky was with in this particular situation. Again, instance, here in the fucking hot seat, right? So the question is, where's your wife, Rocky? You see what I'm saying? All this other shit they got going on amidst the same fight they got going on with Tamika, you know, Latocha's sister, about the $30,000, which they still, I'm sure, ain't motherfucking paid back yet. It was rumored that Latocha was filing a divorce against Rocky. But like I said, I think before in the previous video, I can't remember, it was rumors about her filing a divorce maybe about a month or so that started hitting social media sites. But it kind of vanished a little very quickly. You didn't hear a whole lot about it. It didn't really pick up in a wave or anything like that. It kind of did for maybe like a day, but then after that it died out, right? So, but I'm wondering if the allegations about the divorce between Latocha and Rocky are true. We just haven't heard anything about it. Latocha has not spoken out even as of yet, because I think this footage of him and his woman was like recorded like 2 days ago. And to the motherfucker that was so petty and so cruel and so motherfucking childish that took that video and sent it to, I think one of the people was Funky Dineva, and they ran there and posted it to social media. Y'all some shiesty ass characters. That's why I say, honey, when you in the public eye, bitch, you got to stand for something or fall for anything, because people be watching. If they know you and they know your face, especially when you already in social media in such a negative light already, because the shit he had going on with his sister-in-law, you know, them threatening to put out the sex tape and all this different shit, and maybe threatening to do bodily harm to Tamika and all this different stuff that Rocky was doing. sending out threatening text messages and all this shit. And you would think he would understand or have enough motherfucking sense to not be caught out in the public with another woman after all the shit he had going on, especially since the interview he did over there with Tasha K. Because you know Tasha K lay around and did a live interview recording the stupid ass. And he said, honestly, he said up in there, and somewhere on the heels of it, Latocha confirmed it, saying that they have an open marriage. So now either one or two things are true. Either Rocky is really cheating in the next room with another woman, and Latocha is either oblivious to the fact or is acting oblivious to the fact of, you know, the cheating scandal that he has going on that's been out there for quite a while, honestly. Either he's really cheating and she's just trying to be this wife under the hands of God and all this different stuff. And just pray about it and let it, you know, hopefully it all goes away. Or the allegations were true. Because after she made the confirmation, she came back and said, oh, I didn't mean an open marriage, we have open conversation. Now, these were interviews that she was doing during the time of the airing of R&B Divas Escaping and SWV or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know what like Latocha, where you at? The people wants to hear from me. We wants to know what in the fuck do you plan to do about this situation, because you can't just sit in the house or be over there to the church singing Amazing Grace all the time, you know, trying to pray away your woes. You got to physically do something about this. This man has basically become a serial cheater, and he's out in the public eye doing it. He has no respect for his vows. He has no respect for his marriage. And ultimately, he has no respect for his wife. And I can't understand, because honestly, if they were not in the process of a divorce by the hands of either one of them, if I was Latocha, this shit right here, that did it for me. The same morning she seen this shit that aired and hit social media, because I know she done seen it. I know she done laid her motherfucking googlies on it. She might have had to go put her readers on to get a good look at the motherfuckers that was on there talking and to see them faces and to make sure that was him. But after being with this man for all these years, I'm pretty sure she's seen the footage and she's identified him as Rocky Edwin, or whatever the fuck his name is, Rocky Bivens, her longtime husband and child's father. She should have been, once she saw that video, headed to the courthouse then and filing papers, in the words of Usher, ready to file them papers. She should have went down there and filed them motherfuckers, because that right there was the end all be all. Because if you can actually be with me in any shape, form, or fashion under an agreement of an anonymous, monogamous relationship, you're not finna sit here and not only have rumors of the shit going on, but now we got footage, bitch. I can't, even if it was just the rumors, I could no longer even ignore that during interviews or when I was confronted with it, you know, as being in the public eye. But when it's actually out there in video and pictures and shit, they ain't no more denying it. I mean, what the fuck you gonna say? She his bodyguard? His personal hairstylist? Bitch, please. I would love to him. He's stupid enough to say some shit like that. Oh, she was my hairstylist, my makeup artist. What hair in the fuck is she styling? Is she shaving your head every morning after she get through riding your Pintas? Is that the kind of hairstylist she is, and doing your makeup for what? Because you ain't getting no fucking interviews, because don't nobody like you. Don't nobody really want to see you with Latocha or nowhere else, honestly. But if nothing else has sparked a fire under her non-booty having ass, Latocha ought to have been already by now made up her mind to get down to the courthouse and get down there before get down there and with that deal shit, divorce court, and cut his ass off and set him free, because you out there spending my money. Because I'm sure maybe he'd have made a couple of coins under his own name, you know, by backdooring, getting some side business, as they said, side hustles off of Escape. And maybe some other deals, side deals he's made and hustled up, and mostly off of his wife and her account. But you out here spending our money, not only spending time with this bitch, but you spending our money on this bitch. You probably, because I'm sure you're paying for flights, hotels, and all this other shit, and probably buying this shit up on this bitch shit on this trip, using my credit card and shit. My throat was a little dry. Shit. One of my motherfucking choppers. Got my dick suckers going. Throat got dry. I had to slow down for a second. Might give me another swig of that shit. But anyway, what was I at? Yeah. Look, I'm 10 minutes in. All right. Because I got a couple more things. But you out there spending our money on these bitches, you know, hard-earned money. I done got up and pop and sang motherfucking screaming and hollering and shit in the microphone and touring around the world to make all this money. And you out here spending. And I say that's some Kevin Hunter shit. Some Kevin Hunter shit. And it wouldn't be funny if he turned around and do actually have a baby by this woman or some other woman and leave her motherfucking ass and divorce her and leave her in the dust and go out with some other bitch and ask for alimony. What is going on? Latocha, if you ain't listening to nobody else, even if you ain't listening to Glow, if Gloria ain't told you, why she over there with that Shake and Go Baptist choir singing hell, if she ain't told you, listen to me. Get down there before the judge and loose that man go. Let that motherfucker go and fight that. If he want alimony, fight that motherfucker to the death. Don't kill him, but I mean to the death in court. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fight that motherfucker to the end. Don't give him shit, and you need to go back and regain your self-worth because apparently you've lost that sister. And that's why I tell y'all, just like one of my viewers said, one of my subscribers on here said, when I did the other video, I can't remember what the fuck it was about, but I do remember the comment. It was like, ladies, stop dating down. I'm not telling you go out there and have this astronomical checklist for a man that you want or that you're looking for in your life to become a long life mate or whatever have you. I'm not telling you to go out there and have this long, or you gotta have an 800 credit score, because bitch, listen, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be single until you get your AARP card and you get down there and start seeing all these old ass men with them great birds and shit that's on Viagra, you know, and shit like that, and you ain't getting no booty and carrying on. You know you still won't want to get booty in your primes even after your AARP card comes in. And by the time your Social Security comes in, shit, you probably gonna be dried out. You know, you probably gonna want about humping them down on, you know, more like old Pastapedica. So, listen, go and get your good years in. Find you somebody, give a decent checklist. He's a decent man. He's going somewhere. He's been some, you know, he doing a damn thing. Be realistic, but date up. Stop dating down because you feel like you can't meet the motherfucking mortal. Or you meet a man, you feel like, oh, he too good for me. I'm not worthy of him. Well, check your motherfucking self real quick and see why you feel like you're not worthy. And whatever that is, yeah, bullshit. Listen, loose yourself, go of it. Because you're going to fuck around and miss a good thing. You know? And I'm being serious. And the same thing goes for anybody else that's out here dating and looking for, you know, that one. Stop trying to be looking for somebody that's already in the millions and all this different shit. Who knows, if you find the right motherfucker, if y'all get the same mindset or the right mindset, y'all can make millions together on some real shit. Which leads me into my next topic. Congratulations to the Brad and Judy for their newborn boy. I think he was born on July 6th. 7 pounds, 8 ounces. The name is True Legend Harris Dupart. That's a really classy name. I mean, shit, at the end of the day, you got to keep it classy. Because his parents, they got together, you know what I'm saying, and whatever little bit Brad had, you know, her wife came and added to it, shit, more than 10 times fold. And they're happily in love. They didn't set so many high marks on looking for a partner, but they looked for true love. And they went in for that, and they made a partnership involved in love, emotion, and finances, and several other balances. And look where the fuck they are now. So again, congratulations to Judy and the brat on their little boy coming into the world. It was a beautiful thing to semi-watch. They recorded a couple of things Judy did while she was in the room while the brat was giving birth to the child. And after they waited for so long and did a couple of, you know, snaps and put in there a couple of clips of what they had recorded to give us an idea of what was going on, almost to put the whole story together for us. The rewarding part of even watching that video was actually hearing that baby cry and them both being so joyful to both hear that noise after a long awaited time of going through picking out donors, and the brat being pregnant at giving birth at 49 years old, a healthy, beautiful baby boy. That was a remarkable thing, and they rejoiced in that, and that was such a beautiful thing to watch. So if you're feeling down, bitch, go over there and look on one of their page, and and look at it. It might tear you up a little bit, you know, for other reasons. But I mean, so if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I'm telling you, the end of it will actually make you feel good just for them. When you feel good for somebody else, that is a rewarding thing also, not just for them and sending them good vibrations. That's also sending you even double that energy back. You know what I'm saying? Shit, because the unity, listen, baby, listen, it don't be playing around. But I wanted to get on here. I didn't want to talk about all the shit y'all mentioned about why they chose the white donor and all this different stuff. We had that conversation. We hashed that out. We're not even going to discuss about them being gay and two gay married women having a child, because that is not the issue of this. This child being born overshadows all of that negativity. It overshadows all of that fuckery that people were putting out there, you know, on their lives. They were still allowed to prevail. And that's because that was the calling upon their lives. And when they recognized that between the two of them, it sparked something in them. And it has gotten them a long ways. It has projected them so far in not only their careers, but if you watch the shows, and I'm going to start watching this show because I hadn't watched it. But I hear so many good things, and I've seen so many good clips. And I think I enjoyed it. And for that reason alone, I think I'm going to pick up that show and start watching it, because it shows us what a black family, not only just a black family and black African-American family, what they can do in this economical time in a social society. But it also says that as a gay couple, you know what I'm saying, may not mean a lot to some of you all, but I'm pretty sure I got cousins out there that's family, and I'm pretty sure it means a lot to you all, because that's probably something that you want in your life, or that's probably something that you have in your life, or just being a good person in general and having an open heart and experiencing that with them and them allowing you to do so. Just having enough empathy to set in and enough humanity to say, damn, that's a beautiful moment. Damn, I'm happy for them. That's what I want, and that's what I'm going to set my sights on. I got to just figure out how to get there. And I'm telling you, it's easier than you think. So don't count yourselves out. I always tell y'all all the time, you got to love yourself in order for somebody to love you. Because if that's the case, if you ain't loving yourself right, by the time you do find somebody, or you start to find these fucking knuckleheads, or these bullshit ass, or as y'all like to call them, fuck boys, when they're not together, you can't identify them. You probably can identify them, but because you want them so bad, or you love them, or whatever the shit, whatever the fuck y'all got going on overshadows that, and you just start looking at, oh, I just gotta keep him. No, motherfucker, teach yourself how to love yourself, so you can teach that motherfucker how to love you. So if he ain't willing to get on that train, get him a cutoff notice, get him a cutoff time, and let them motherfucking sell, so you can make room for the right one that's gonna give you what you're asking for in your life. So again, congratulations to Judy and the brat on their baby boy. I'm so happy for you guys. I love your lives. Living for it. I am here for it. Overjoyous. What I'm going to talk about next, because I got some shit on here. Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann. That's a fucked up marriage right there. Some shit over there ain't go right. Y'all know they've been claiming divorce. They've been calling the police on one another and shit, getting the police down there to the house, because one of them holding the other one's pocketbook and shit hostage, and bitch won't leave out the bathroom so they can take a shower and all. I mean, just fucking with the police time for real. Just been over there calling, dialing 911. It's no wonder their ass don't owe the police department or the city or wherever the fuck they live at Atlanta some motherfucking money for all them bullshit ass calls they done made down there to the 911 center. They could have been solving some real motherfucking crime over there in Atlanta instead of fucking around with them. But they over there came out, they want a divorce and all this shit. Everybody got to get the fuck out the motherfucking house, including the goddamn children. Then they start going back and forth over who's going to have motherfucking custody over the kids and all that shit. Then they said Kroy wanted custody because he feel like he can get alimony checks and all that shit out of Kim Zolciak, because y'all know she's supposed to be doing now an appearance over there on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I'm living to see on tomorrow. To see how the fuck that pans out and what life it brings to the camera, because hopefully it helps them motherfucking ratings come up, because allegedly Nene's supposed to make a guest appearance also. So hopefully it'll help them get their ratings out of the toilet. But meanwhile, he was looking to get alleged alimony. Saying the kids wasn't safe around her because she do drugs and she drinking and shit and she got a gambling problem and all this different shit here. So he wanted the kids because he too fat and got a big booty now and his big ass belly and allowed him to get back out there on the field one time Johnny on the spot and get back out there and get a job, you know, playing football and get and go to work. So that money they've been living off, y'all know had went to shit. So everybody had to get the fuck out the house. Everybody got a eviction notice, a get eviction notice, or get the fuck out the house. You know, so they got to fighting over little small shit. And then while they fighting over the kids in the house and shit, they was calling the police and just acting a goddamn fool, acting very motherfucking childish. When one of you motherfuckers could have been mature enough to go stay with one of your friends or a family member or something like that and leave the other motherfucker there and work out all the legalities, you know, in the background. And we could have heard about that part other than y'all giving us a motherfucking clown ass, foolery ass, fuckery show. Keep calling the police down there to y'all motherfucking house for nothing. But it's been said now, after I said all that, these crazy motherfuckers done lay around there, been caught on camera going down there. Everybody dressed like they going to... Everybody was dressed like they was going to Easter Sunday service, you hear me? Like, bitch, they was going down there with their Easter baskets. They was ready for the Easter egg hunt and the barbecue after that at probably Candy House or maybe over there to with that girl Nene House or somebody she was fucking with or one of their family members or a crawfish ball or some shit like that. They look like they went to Catholic church though, for real. I don't really think they go to no Baptist church. I really think they belong to the Catholics. But everybody was dressed like they was going down there for the Easter Sunday sermon. And somewhere along the way, I guess the sermon must have been so good. They might have went to a Baptist church because sometimes the Baptist pastors make you feel real bad about the shit you got going on. Especially when they be sitting there making eye contact with you saying certain shit that you feel like resonate with you and make you feel so motherfucking convicted that you want to put a 20 in that bucket or 100 versus that 5 you finna throw in the bucket. So I'm feeling like maybe they was in the Baptist church. Maybe their hearts got convicted. You know, maybe they caught the Holy Ghost and maybe, you know, the hand of God was laid upon them and uponeth them. And they felt that it was the wrong thing to do to separate their homes because now it's in the best interest of the children to stay together. After they sit there and went through all that shit, so now y'all gonna say it's in the best interest of the children. What y'all thinking about the interest of the children when y'all kept calling the police down to the house? Were y'all thinking about the children when y'all sitting there making y'all debuts acting like a goddamn fool on camera or behind the scenes or being caught on footage or put out there in the public's eye as a nutcase, both of y'all basically, you know, and both parents of some of the kids are pointing the finger at the other and making the other one look like a criminal, a crook, a liar, just bad. You just don't do that. Real adults and grown folk don't do that. So now y'all to my child worried about the children. You know what I think? It ain't about no children. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of it. Why they worried about the children. Maybe that's part of it. But you ever heard that song, It's Cheaper to Keep Her? Shit, I mean, at this day and age, you can go ahead and call it cheaper to keep her and him, especially when you're living at that status, because they tax debt and all this other shit, probably where they live, may not even allow them right now financially to even, you know, get divorced and separate. Because they know they owe taxes to the IR and the S, and they owe money on the house. They biked up on the house, you know, and shit like that, and we'll be getting out of there. They're getting stuff repossessed. Y'all know she was over there selling her motherfucking sweaty wigs, them rewash and conditioner wigs online to get some money, excuse me, y'all, to pay the bills and keep that house and all this other extra shit. So it's given to me that right now, y'all ain't doing shit for the kids. Right about now, it just pays y'all both to sit the fuck down somewhere and try to be amicable and try to see if y'all been stuck in that house together and trying to probably, maybe if y'all get to keep it, you know, being stuck together because y'all, you know, accrued so much debt together that now y'all are responsible for that shit. So, because sometimes, you know, with some marriages, when you accrue so much debt, in particular moments, you can't even afford to fucking move out. You can't afford to do anything. So basically you're trapped. And whatever you have extra, sometimes you're forced to actually have to come back to the table with that person and say, well, look, let's go and take care of this shit right here. At least we have a place to live, because legal fees and all that shit and moving shit and trying to get custody, you know, all that extra shit adds up. And when you already claiming broke and shit like this, you ain't got that kind of skrilla. You ain't got that kind of scratch. So sometimes it's best that your attorney might tell you, bitch, listen, I understand what you're saying. I know you and this bitch ain't getting along. But at the end of the day, bitch, right about now, the way your pocketbook looking, you might want to go on back down there and spin that motherfucking wheel again and see what else can come up, because, bitch, and check out your other options, because right about now, it's going to cost you too much. It's going to cost you on this one to go down here and tell me I'm getting a divorce. And you got to, and then you might have to end up splitting the pot, the bank accounts and shit, and the house and all that, and the cars. You might have to sell some shit because you have too much debt going on to probably even legally go ahead and get divorced. That's what I think. I think they really found out it's cheaper to stay their funky ass together and sit up under there. He keep washing her hair and putting them wigs on her head, and maybe they catch up them bills, and maybe somewhere down the line, hopefully they go get some marital counseling and some counseling for them kids, because I'm sure they're going to need it, and see if they can work things out in the meantime while they try to get back on their shows and on these shows and shit, at least Kim, and make a couple of extra coins to put in the bag and say, well, okay, whew, shit. Well, the shit didn't work out, nigga, so I got some money, so we already figured we ain't gonna work it out, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck on about my business or whatever. Or we gonna pay these bills, we gonna stay together, thank God, or whatever, that we were able to make it, and that we were actually, it was nothing but divine intervention that came in and made us stick it out, because we were just going through a rough patch, and we had to stick that shit out and make it through, and thank you, our marriage lasted. But yeah, other than that, not no kids. They gonna sit their ass down with that bullshit. They come out with another headliner. Last but not least, because I told y'all, well, I don't think I told you, but I'm not gonna be before y'all very long. But I gotta get this video done so I can actually have some content out here for y'all, because I've been slacking and lacking, and I gotta pick it up. So that's what the fuck I'm doing. I'm picking it the fuck up. Yes, my tooth feeling a whole lot better. I've been eating these motherfucking antibiotics like goddamn Tic Tacs. And some of y'all, thank y'all for sending me some recipes and some ideas on some shit that I can do to calm that motherfucker down. Trust me, I went out there and tried a couple of them. My issue was I wasn't feeling well because, like I told you, I was eating too many of them motherfucking antibiotics. The man prescribed me too many. So from a medical standpoint, my own mind and my own medical knowledge, and thereof confirmed to my own doctor, I needed to pull off of them motherfuckers and slow roll it. Yeah, I had to slow dose them motherfuckers, which I did, so I'm feeling a whole lot better. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be getting this content out. But last but not least, if y'all seen, y'all know Blueface, the little rapper. Blueface and Krishan Rock is one of the deals over there on Zeus Network. I know some of y'all say ain't watch that shit, but some of y'all do watch it. Some of y'all know these motherfuckers. Some of y'all be sending me tips and all this kind of shit. Y'all be inboxing me and blowing my DMs up. And I appreciate it, because, I mean, the leads are pretty helpful, so I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. That shows me that y'all watching, listening, and y'all want to hear from me, so I appreciate that. But, so Blueface got his stupid ass on his platform, I guess it's social media, Instagram or whatever, and apparently the stupid motherfucker decided, and I'm calling him stupid because the boy dumb in all circles of life that you can actually, think about, and I'm pretty sure we know why, and I'm gonna tell you in a minute. When he got up on his social platform, he has his son that he has, I guess, and some of his other kids that look, maybe that's ranging maybe from the ages of maybe 12, and the youngest boy, the boy that was in the video, is maybe about 4 or 5, something like that. So when did it become in our culture okay, or in any household, it's okay that when mommy's away, that daddy decides to hold a freak show in the other room while he babysitting the kids instead of spending time with his children? Now you got all the kids in the other room trying to get the other one to babysit them and keep them together over here in one room, while you got a bunch of butt-naked booty bitches in the bike and a bunch of homeboys back there with music blaring in the motherfucking background, and y'all back there got bitches throwing unknown coochie cat, unknown pussy being thrown all over the sofa and sliding and rubbing all over people's furniture and shit. Now you got to go down there to the steam people and get them to come clean your furniture, because you don't know if that woman, was riding the cotton pony this month, bitch. You just wanted to see a naked woman out there. And quite frankly, she might have shoved a tampon up in that bitch wishing for the best and come on up out there and did the thing. But they up in there scrubbing they pussy all over the furniture and shit, coochie popping and dancing and shit with booty strings on up the ass. And you got your homeboys back there with disco lights on and shit, all kind of freak show shit going on. And y'all tossing money up in the air having a good time while the kids over in the other room watching, I was gonna say SpongeBob, but shit, probably these days, I don't know, SpongeBob still on or not. Watching, I don't know, fuck Dora the Explorer, fuck Avatars or some shit. You got the kids on a long ass movie up in there hoping they stay up in the motherfucker. So the kids done got bored. So the little boy decides he gonna go in the pantry and find him a motherfucking snack to go with his movie, I guess. I'm assuming. But that was confirmed allegedly by Carlissa, the grandma, with her 5-minute fame trying to grab having ass. The baby was going in the pantry to get some chips, and his daddy encountered him, Blueface dumbass, encountered him in the pantry, and asked the little boy why he was in there looking for chips and shit when there was some butt naked booty in the other room over there. And gonna ask the little boy if he was gay. Asked the little boy if he was gay 3 times. Now, even if it was a joke, I wouldn't have recorded it. Because personally, I wouldn't have said it to my kid, especially not at that age. This little boy don't know what the fuck that is. But then again, he might, because you exposed him to all kind of shit in your household. But why would you ask a 5-year-old child that he don't even supposed to know what kind of shit that is? Let him stick to his motherfucking animal crackers, and his little potato chips, his little, them thing little Go-Gurts and shit like that. Let him stick to his shit and his cartoons for the time being. Some folk don't know how to let their children be children, and that's what the fuck's going on and what's kind of wrong with the world today. Everybody trying to push their child to be grown. I know you want the motherfucker out the house. I know you want him to turn 18 or 21 and get the fuck on about the crib. But goddamn, you got to start him off so young. And the little boy already disrespectful because he done smacked the fuck out of Blueface a couple of times and mugged him and shit on camera, So the little boy, we already know, not being raised in the best of household or the smartest fit of parents. And then Blueface out here doing interviews and shit with the first baby mama talking about Krishan Rock. I'm sitting there saying, and this bitch is going along with it. And I was like, what kind of mouth or dick this nigga over here that he possessed, that he got a bitch so sprung and dumb that she over here laughing and talking about the next bitch that her nigga done run out with, been fucking for a while and on a whole TV show, but you gonna down the bitch after you allow the nigga to go out there and do this shit and then come back there and fuck around with you and then gonna try to say the girl tried to break up your relationship, bitch. It was already done. No, you let that nigga break up your relationship. You blame the wrong motherfucker. And instead of letting him be on his journey and be about his way, now she want to have him back and be up on his ass and eat his booty and all that stuff and suck his dick and all that shit and let him fucking all this different shit and get up on here and down another bitch. Yeah, I ain't saying Krishan is the best, because the bitch, is she crazy too? They both came up from toxic, fucked up ass, dysfunctional families, Krishan Rock and Blueface. And apparently, I don't even know the bitch name, the first baby mama. So it's no wonder you passing down this kind of bullshit to your own children, because, again, now I turn to your mother, Carlissa. She always got her motherfucking ass up on the thing trying to confirm the fact that, oh, the baby ain't see no naked booty and all this different shit, trying to get her 5 fucking minutes of fame. First of all, ain't nobody ask you nothing. You been getting your silly ass up on Instagram, just talking about the business, talking about 50 Cent, talking about this man. I done turned this one down. I done turned that one down back in the day. Look at this shape and yada, 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 da, 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 this and that and the third, yippee you and you and all this bullshit. We'll hear you with all that, sis. Okay, your body is nice at your age. But the bottom line is you must have been too busy out there running around with different niggas to raise your children, because your children ain't got no respect for your ass and they ain't got no respect for each other, and they have no union as a sibling rivalry. I mean, as a siblinghood. They always have sibling rivalry going on. Get my fucking words conjumbled. Your kids don't even have a relationship with each other. They don't have a relationship with you. But she always jumping her motherfucking ass up on the camera as these other mamas doing. So I'm sitting there saying, like y'all agree with me in the comments, these mamas need to stay the fuck up out the business when it comes to these children or their children that is grown and got mustaches and goatee and got pussy hair and dangling hair and out there, skeet motherfucker. If they out there doing, if your child is able to do that and they out there doing their own thing and you gonna pay their bills and all this other shit, what you put out there in the world, now you gotta sit there and watch it. You just look at the motherfucking calamity or lack thereof that it's gonna bring to the world and even your life and others. What is gonna bring victim? Who's gonna fall victim to this child that you produced and put out here and raised? I ain't saying they gotta be picture perfect, but at the end of the day, if you raised a child that I saw on the show that was basically telling her she wasn't shit and was ready to let his old lady, Krishan Rock, whoop her motherfucking ass and his sister ass, and he was ready to whoop his brother's ass. In the season I watched it, Blueface and Krishan Rock or whatever that television show was. If you watch that shit, that only spoke to me that your child has absolutely no respect for you whatsoever. You did something apparently in raising him. I'm not saying you had to beat the fuck out of him or put the fear, as they say, put the fear of God in him. But you did nothing, it looks like, to balance the scales, to have him understand and respect that at all times, even when you are angry with me, you are still to speak to me as your mother. So there was some knowledge that you failed to drop on him. There was some time you failed to spend with him. There was some things you failed to give to him to be out here and be productive, because look at how he treats women. That again says a lot. Either he probably saw Carlissa being treated like that by her men. Who knows? Maybe she should have chose 50 Cent or one of the other guys back in the day, because I don't know if anybody she's been with, because I'd never heard of her until Blueface got to be somebody, a C-lister. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with you showing you doing your daily walking shit, got your thing going and exercising and showing your positivity. And that's my new word. One of my new words, positivity. I'm gonna try to hold on to that. Your positive body, positivity. I'm here for you showing that. But why do you have to show that and then sit up and try to stretch your stuff and talk about how many men you had to turn down? That means you must have been hot in the cooter. You was hot, sister hot puss out there, fucking around with the men's. So they was trying to lay around there and get to them yams. And you must have been known to get around. I'm a legend. I ain't saying that was the truth, but that's what it looks like, and that's how you moving. And that's how it has your son, like, that's why he's programmed to disrespect, dog the fuck out of, knock the fuck out of, and knock up the fuck out of, and not be able to be equipped with dealing with relationships with other young women that are non-toxic. And he's not equipped with not being able to secure an environment to where he's not passing on toxic traits to his own generation. The boy hadn't even come there yet. So, bitch, he's a product of what it is you put out there. So as far as him being stupid enough to ask that baby that on camera, it shows the generational curse. Stupidity. I would just say it. Like Judge Judy say, it's stupid. And it's annoying. We got shit to do. Y'all got better commentary y'all can be giving us, and this is the bullshit you putting out. But like I said, it feels like to me, all these mamas need to back up and go form themselves a club, just like the Broke Husbands Club that Kevin and them in. And Rocket need to soon join. Rocket Bivens need to soon join. And some of them other husbands need to go ahead and join that club, just like they need to start and join that one. They need to be a Mama Mind Your Motherfucking Business Club. And it need to consist of a couple of mamas. I got a list for you. Carlissa, Blueface's mama, she's one of the main ones. She need to get in that motherfucking club quick, where she mind her own motherfucking business. Mama D, she need to spearhead the motherfucking club. She need to be the CEO and founder, cause she always up in the motherfucking business. Little Scrappy's mama, she need to be in the Mama's Mind Your Motherfucking Business Club. Sorry, Candy, but your mama needs to be over there in the Mama Mind Your Motherfucking Business Club, cause she all up in the goddamn bit naive when she benefiting more than anybody. Who else I can think of? Let me get them out there off my mind right quick. It's a few of them. Yeah, and the list gonna keep adding up. I might fuck around there and start a poll, and y'all just list them out. Who belongs in the Mama Mind Your Motherfucking Business Club? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. And I might start a poll for y'all to lay around and respond to that motherfucking shit up on there. But at the end of the day, separate it. And Blueface need to lay around there and start right now and breaking that generational curse. He need to go get some counseling and get some parenting classes. He and the first and the second baby mama. Because that first baby mama, after Blue told her you're going to be babysitting me and Krishan's baby, that bitch say, no, I'm not. And honestly, Krishan to be a motherfucking fool. Bitch, you already don't like me. You don't want me with this baby in the first place. Bitch, that would be no, I wouldn't give a fuck where I was or what I had going on. I would not even leave the custody, the sole custody of my child to him and that woman. I wouldn't leave it to no, there's no way. And I damn sure wouldn't leave it to his ridiculously retarded acting ass mama. Wouldn't leave it to my mama either. I find me somebody I trust, a nice people, a nice family, a nice, good, wholesome family, good, married people that are, prone to raise a child and you know they'll do a good job. Get amidst them kind of folk. So if anything happens, you can make sure your child go over there. Because if you leave that baby with, he or she ain't gonna be too much more better off with you. But but I wouldn't let that bitch babysit my baby. How about that? Anyway, that's all the show I have, y'all. I'm 40 minutes in now. I need to get out of here and probably take my funky ass to the gym. I'll go up here and sit and watch some kind of movie or some kind of documentary and gather some more commentary for y'all to come up on here with. But anything y'all want me to talk about, y'all make sure y'all, I always say y'all DM me anyway and drop down in the comments. But most of y'all should DM me because I can catch it there quicker because I check those and I can keep more control of it. In the comments, that shit just keeps rolling. But yeah. So, real quick, if this is your first video, this is your first time watching, please go ahead now. If you have not already, hit that motherfucking subscribe bell. Ding-a-ling. So you'll be one of the first ones when I upload these videos. You'll be one of the first ones to comment on them. Or when I go live, you'll be one of the first ones to join me in the live. So you can drop down in the comments and let me know you're there and let me know what the fuck you thought about these videos and the topics they're in. Also, make sure to hit that thumbs up button for your boy. That's the like button that helps me out a lot. And please, 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 don't forget to share these videos. Share these videos. Share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with somebody you like. Share with somebody you don't like. In all totality, share these motherfucking videos. All right? Love you guys so much. Always love yourself first. Keep your positive high vibes up. And make sure to love on those who love on you in the same in return. Because we ain't got time for no land yapping, no fake bullshit, right? All right, love you cousins. Until the next video, holla.